Here we are, our first Wednesday morning, Gene.
Good morning, Alison. Nice to be back with you. I missed Monday, so I'm here on Wednesday.
Yeah, we didn't know where you were, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. This is a regular thing. We're going to do Monday and Wednesdays. Now, right? Okay.
Monday, Wednesdays. It's called Coffee Break for now. We'll see if we can convince Dan to change that. But it's Wednesday, October 22nd. I was listening to the last half hour of your radio show. God, you had a lot of callers today.
Oh, a lot of callers and hundreds of texters. The texters have kind of overtaken the callers because it's so easy. But I'll tell you about the hot story today was Suzanne Summers, who passed away, as you know. She's back in the form of a hologram, AI generated, and her husband says it's like she's back from the dead. She's a dead ringer. See this? Meet my late wife's clone. I mean, later we could talk about, would you want your spouse brought back, depending on who leaves first. I don't think Diane's bringing me back. I think she's had enough. But this was the big talker today. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit.
It's wild. The AI keeps getting better and better and better. And it's not by the month, the week, it's by the day. It's wild.
Yep.
All right. So we do have somebody standing by. It's fine now where I am, but gosh, Jason, it was really a whole thing about an hour ago. But there was some flash flooding, some ponding, but looks like the worst is behind us. Yeah, with the rain.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Allison. We did have that brief period of about 2, maybe almost 3 hours of that torrential rain that came down, and it did lead to some issues locally. But as we can see, radar is much clearer now at this point. Just a couple of showers kind of streaking down through parts of Bristol County, and then also could get clipped by that one little shower that's making its way out of Connecticut. But the system is blowing through relatively quickly. That cold front that was responsible for that heavy rain about an hour or two ago has since lifted, and now we're going to start to see some improving conditions as we go forward through the second half of the day, which is the good news. And we already have a decent starting point too, with those temperatures in the upper 50s across much of the area, already in the low 60s across parts of the Cape and the islands. Winds at the moment are nice and calm, but that will be changing this afternoon. A little bit more of a southwest breeze that's going to bolster some of our milder temperatures. So over the next 12 hours, we can see we're back into the mid, maybe even upper 60s for some of our inland spots under those mostly sunny skies for the second half of the day. However, things are going to be changing up a little bit more as we go forward into the weekend. We're going to see some much cooler temperatures by almost 10 degrees in the afternoon time frame. So coming up at noon, I'll be kind of breaking down why we're going to see those temperature changes and what that's also going to mean on the 10-day forecast for our rain chances too as we head towards Halloween.
Hey, have we hit peak leaf season here around here?
I think so. Our news director, Doug, had taken some pictures the last few years from the same spot there in Kingston. And the foliage this year, I think we're locally either at peak or just slightly past it.
Right.
Colors not necessarily as good as what they have been in the past, but that was kind of expected with how dry it had been towards the tail end of the summer.
All right, very good. Allison, this is why you have to lock your doors, Allison.
Hey, you've gone to Celeste, both of you in Narragansett?
Yes.
This is your bartender.
Oh, he waited on me when I was there.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He designs the drink menus now, such as the Monjo Way. Zach, tell us about the Monjo Way.
It is a tequila-based margarita. It has elderflower, cayenne simple syrup, a little lemon juice, and some Angostura bitters. It's a really good drink. You should definitely try it.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. Explain a simple syrup. How do you make one?
Yeah.
Because a lot of drinks call for that.
Hot water and sugar, equal parts. You just stir it together. That's all you do.
So, do you boil the water?
No, you can heat it up, almost, just about.
And you put the sugar, it dissolves, and you keep that on the side. And that's your simple syrup.
That's your simple syrup. You can throw vanilla in it. You can throw spices in it. You can throw anything you want and kind of do it up.
He is a good mixologist, let me tell you. And Celeste, this is newsworthy because they just got second best restaurant in the country?
Second best new restaurant for 2025.
Travel and leisure?
Yelp.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Say that again. Second best restaurant in the country, new restaurant in the country.
By Yelp.
Did you say by Yelp?
By Yelp.
Oh.
Do you believe it?
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's
good.
a well, it's a beautiful place. They did a great job designing it. It has a beachy kind of a Narragansett feel to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah.
come back. I'll come
So the
back.
Monjo Way, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Zach Monjo made that
Sure did.
drink on the menu.
right.
This is wonderful having him back at home after college because I now have my own personal bartender, you see.
Very nice. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Allison. So
Yes.
maybe we would have changed coffee break to bar break or something. I've been up
Chills.
since 4:30.
Living with libations.
Right.
All right. Ciao for now, Zach.
Ciao.
Go work. Go make some money. All right. So yeah, Celeste is good though. That's a whole, Newport restaurant group. They're really mixing it up now, which is great.
No,
But
it is
yeah,
good.
I mean,
Well, let's
first
go.
the airport.
Yeah,
Airport.
let's go. We'll go to lunch. All right.
We'll go to lunch. Yeah. No, I feel like there's like improvements coming through Rhode Island. The airport's ranking #1 by Travel and Leisure. Yelp now has this restaurant. We've got some new high-end fine dining places in Providence too. So plenty of places to choose from.
The restaurant industry is a tough way to make a living, but as long as they keep opening after some close, we're going in the right direction, I think.
Interesting too, because Zach just graduated from URI with a degree in psychology, and he was thinking about social work. He may do with that on the side as maybe a nonprofit, passion project. But then he's thinking about using a psychology degree to do HR within the Newport Restaurant Group maybe one day after having worked through the ranks. I don't know. You kind of have to be a psychologist, right?
Around here,
work HR.
Around here, it never hurts to have one of those or a lawyer.
Yeah, you know who needs a lawyer? Mayor Will Flanagan, the former mayor. This story is very strange. So I did not know that he owned a cannabis shop.
He has an interest in several of them in Fall River.
Right. That was part of, didn't that come up during his reelection too? That was a little funky.
Yeah.
There were questions about that. Right.
Well, he's been making a good money selling cannabis. He's also a defense attorney on the side.
Right.
And for a while, he had a radio show on local radio in Fall River. So he's been keeping busy since he lost the mayor's office. He was the mayor quite some time ago, before Jaisal Correa.
2 ago.
Yeah, and he had some controversy. Remember Jaisal Correa? There was an incident with them in a car on the waterfront. Correa says Flanagan threatened him. Anyway, that's all in the past. He has since gone on to have another life, selling cannabis, a defense attorney, and then he gets stabbed on the street where he has his shop.
So they're saying it's a mental health issue. I think we have a soundbite here, but this is a surveillance video that we aired this morning on Sunrise. This is the suspect, known to police. But the question is, did he know the former mayor, or was this just some sort of freak encounter?
Yeah, I mean, he's described as a homeless man, a vagrant with mental issues. He's known to police, but I haven't heard the word robbery come up in this, or attempted robbery. Has that surfaced anywhere?
Shop, right?
Yeah, I mean, Flanagan's going to be okay. He remains in stable condition at the hospital.
That's my understanding. He's in the hospital, several stab wounds, but he is expected to pull through. That's traumatic, obviously. That guy is 31 years old, well known to police, as you said. And Mayor Coogan called the attack a tragedy and pointing to the broader issues, surrounding mental health. Here's a quick soundbite.
Do not belong out on the streets. They belong in an institution where they can have someone care for them, get the proper medicine, and get themselves back on their feet. It's just a horrible tragedy, and we hope everybody pulls through.
So it feels random, like wrong place, wrong time. That word institution, I don't think he meant to say that. He needs a social service agency that can help. That's assuming it's probably going to be court ordered, I would imagine, at this point, because you can't just, it's voluntary otherwise. But yeah, it's an issue for sure.
Well, you know what? I'm going to moderate the Fall River mayoral debate this Friday, and we're going to carry it on 10 News Conference this weekend, and I'm going to raise that as an issue, homelessness in Fall River. It was an issue in the last election. Are you doing enough? What are you doing? And now this comes on the heels of it. So that'll be a topic for the debate coming up on Friday on 10 News Conference.
Oh, that's this Friday.
That's this Friday, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fast. I forgot about that. Okay. So that'll be interesting to see. Also, the Gabriel House fire, that investigation is kind of wrapping up as well. So that's timely, right?
That will be raised as well. Staffing levels. The mayor gave in right away to the union demands. I mean, it was the night of the fire. The union was squawking and didn't have enough personnel, and the mayor gave into it. A couple of days later, they hired more people. They just have that after action report came out. So this will come up.
Just came out this week. Yeah, Chief Bacon is really well known, well liked within the department. So people are listening to him. First when the union came out with it, I was like, oh, that's a lot. That's really fast. Within 24, 48 hours. But it looks like legitimately there was a big gap in staffing. It wasn't 1 or 2 spots. It was quite a few.
They were criticized for the timing of it. I mean, the the assisted living was still smoldering, still smoking, and they were making an issue of hiring and staffing. But you know what? The squeaky wheel, bad timing or not, got what they wanted, and he right away said, "We'll hire more people."
And based upon the report that just came out, they needed them. So it all sounds like it's been buttoned up in that way for the better good, larger good, I should say. 22 days for this government shutdown. 22. Wow. This is what, the second, third largest, longest shutdown in history. And they cannot reach a deal.
Well, Trump is calling it the Schumer shutdown. The Democrats refused to vote for a clean continuing resolution, which allows them to open the government. We could still fight and argue about the issues. The Democrats won't. They say that they're not going to cede that. And right now we're at a standoff. And yesterday, President Trump says, I'll meet with Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries on the House side, but only if they agree to the continuing resolution. Then I'll have them in. Open the government first, then they'll have them in. So right now, it doesn't look like either side is giving, although there is a buzz out of Washington that the Democrats may peel off a couple of votes that they need and pass this CR, get the government open, and come back and fight another day. So
all right. So yesterday, in my community work, food bank does a drop off at the building, at the food pantry that we have, not run by me. It's run by a charter school. Dramatically lighter than in weeks past. Usually that food pantry, it is a good hour plus when they're unloading. The refrigerators, freezers full of goods in addition to the shelves. I would say half of that yesterday came off the truck.
Tell you what we're going to do. Job Lot gives me $2,000 a week to give away to a worthy nonprofit.
Oh.
Does that food pantry need food this week?
Yes. It's Segway Institute for Learning. I will connect you to that.
Segway is the charter school.
They run the food pantry. It's outreach work in addition to the work that they're doing. They're actually breaking ground, shovel ceremony right now for their high school.
Yep.
Okay. I will connect you with the manager.
The food goes to whom? The community, kids, families? Where does it go?
So it gets dropped off on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Then on Wednesdays, it goes directly to the families served by the school. And then on Thursday, it opens up to the general public, and it's gone by Thursday at noon. So it's available to everybody. And if anybody walks in outside of normal hours too, they'll get an appointment to come back and they will get food. So it's not exclusive to the school.
So $2,000 in Job Lot gift certificates would help, particularly this week?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Now, everything's all connected. Food stamp recipients, they call it SNAP.
Yes.
They're getting notice that they may not get their SNAP benefits for November or December, and a lot of them are panicking.
Oh, I didn't know about December too. I thought wow. I didn't know that.
Now there's a question. If the government's closed and they're not going to send the food stamp money, will the state write a check and make it up? Governor McKee was asked about that yesterday. He wasn't sure. And Speaker Sakarchi said, well, if we do it, we can't do it very long. So this is up the ante on both parties. Because the food stamp recipients are getting antsy that they're not going to get their food come November 1st. The check.
So here's a number. $30 million a month comes in from the federal government to the state of Rhode Island. And we're a small state, so not just the bigger ones. And then the state distributes it. So now we're looking at $30 million a month. I don't think the state has $30 million a month to just gap fund, but let's see. Here's a quick soundbite.
Make some creative moves as far as distributing food out to our member agencies. We are budgeted to distribute around 15 million pounds of food this year. So unless we're able to take in more funding, that'll be the amount of food we're able to distribute.
We're looking to figure out how we can sustain a food supply for families. There's 23,000 families with kids with children that are impacted on this. It's going to require a partnership of people who are including philanthropies.
This is a problem.
Yeah, that's the food bank, Alison. The food bank serves as a clearinghouse, and it distributes food to all of the different shelters, pantries, and things like that.
Food. Yeah. Not all of it is donated. Pantries buy the food.
Right.
Like, there's a cost to all of this, and also the distribution of it. So, yeah, I mean, gap funding is important, but I mean, sustainable, right? How long is that going to last for?
Well,
I have faith the government's going to reopen in the next week. That's just what I'm feeling.
Well,
no basis for that. It's just a gut feeling that something's got to give.
The buzz is that some of these Democrats are going to peel off and vote to reopen it and then come back and fight another day. So the president, listen, he's sitting in a pretty good spot because his poll
He's
numbers
got
are much
all the
better.
negotiating power right
Yeah.
now. Exactly.
The last government shutdown, he took a hit in his approval ratings. This time around, he's not taking that hit. Still a lot of people are unhappy with him. We just went through the weekend over here. But he is in a better position poll-wise than Democrats are on this issue right now. And that's why he says, I'll meet with them after they open it. Come in and we'll talk all you want. So.
Yeah, he's in that position right now to be able to do that, and the Democrats are not. So let's see what's going to happen. But yeah, it's frustrating to see the most vulnerable people kind of being played with here, and that's what's a little bit scary. So we also had like Dr. Oz, I think, spoke with Barbara yesterday, right? Was that on last night at 6? We reran some of it this morning about Medicaid and Medicare and Plan B and D and everything. And
I don't remember seeing that at 6. Maybe it was 5:30. She spoke.
we
with,
had it this
with
morning,
Oz?
but yeah, it was about, Dr. Oz went on
I didn't
since
see
he's running
that.
Medicaid,
Yeah.
and essentially said it's going to go up here, but down here. So
Yep.
even though everybody's getting worried, it's going to be kind of a wash. I don't know. We'll see. But all of this gets lumped together. All right. So the Diocese of, here he is, Dr. Oz. Look at that. Dan's so good. Do we have that soundbite, Dan?
Well, if we don't, just go to turnto10.com and you'll find it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little confusing. If you're not already like dealing with Medicaid and Medicare, you haven't reached that age or that threshold. This plan, that plan, it's
supplemental.
supplemental.
It's the whole thing.
Actually, he does do a good job of breaking down. This is what you use when you go for your drugs. This is what you use when you go for the doctor visit. That actually was more understandable. So I don't know. Turn to10.com if we're going to get it up there. But that was interesting. That was a good get by Barbara.
Yeah, no, very good. Very good.
Yeah,
looks like he was doing a bunch of satellite interviews around the country.
All right. St. Peter,
Yep.
the school in Warwick. So I have a friend who has kids there, and she was telling me about this like 2 weeks ago. At first, they thought it was going to be all teachers. It turned out to be a handful. What struck me about the story, Jean, is the fact that that's the principal, right? Principal Denise Alcala, no wrongdoing according to their investigation. So they're just moving her to another school.
Okay. Well, okay, Dan, come in on this. Did we get the story straight about what's going on over there, what this was all about, or we still don't know why the teachers left and why she was brought in, other than some parents were angry that some of their personal information was posted on a website. But apart from that, there's a larger story here. Do we know why those 6 teachers left yet?
We have not heard officially why the teachers have left, but we're told that it might have something to do with being asked to sign a form related to adhering to Catholic doctrine in the classroom.
Right. I will tell you what my birdies are telling me about this, and people in the know. These are 6 teachers who were allegedly, reportedly talking about things that run contrary to church teaching, social issues that the church is against, and they were coming up in the classroom. And when you go to work for a Catholic school, you are supposed to sign an agreement that you will teach according to the church's teachings and not deviate from that. Apparently, those agreements were never signed at that school. So the principal may have been a little lax in allowing this kind of talk, social issues to go on. And when she tried to reel it in and get the faculty to sign the agreement that they should have signed early on when they first started, there may have been resistance to that, hence 6 of them up and left. But that appears to be, at least people close to this story tell me, that that's what this is about. So you could see the diocese investigating the principal, and they found no wrongdoing, other than perhaps she should have had them sign that agreement when they were hired.
Like in the onboarding process.
Yeah, when you come in, and not late in the game, because it's tough to get the genie back in the bottle, isn't
6
it?
teachers is a good chunk of teaching hours. So
But and here's another thing: the diocese can do a better job of communicating this.
Yep.
Because
also you're just hearing principal moved. Wait, why? Yeah. And
what was it about? Well, that's what we believe it to be about. So here's the statement they put out. We are hiring a new permanent faculty for the stability of the community. All right, they're going to replace the 6 teachers. We have received many qualified applications. We'll soon be extending offers to new teachers to teach at St. Peter. The teachers, plural, who resigned, served St. Peter's School faithfully. We wish them well in their future. Now, they cleared the
principal's gone.
Yeah, they cleared the principal, but they said she could come back. She doesn't want to come back to that school. She's going to go to work at San Miguel School. Be part of the team over there.
Bishop McVinney.
Bishop McVinney?
Bishop McVinney.
Okay, Bishop McVinney.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really coming out in a million different directions since last week. So
I mean, what are there's hundreds of people involved here. They're all going to tell the story. The story is known. It's just that they haven't put it on the record. Apparently, they were teaching some topics that the church is uncomfortable with.
And
we
what's
all know-
interesting,
we all know the social topics. They're in the headlines all the time. It's a
what's
Catholic
interesting
school.
about this, Gene, is that we've reported recently Catholic school enrollment has gone up
Yes.
since the pandemic.
Yep.
Parents have been choosing to send their kids to Catholic school.
Regardless
Now,
of whether or
there's
not
a
they're
little
Catholic,
spotlight
too.
on one particular Catholic school in all of them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people see it as a good bang for your buck, right? I mean, Wheeler's what, $65,000-$70,000 a year, and you can go to LaSalle for 25.
Yeah. No. It's
So,
it's
yeah.
an alternative to the higher priced private schools. We know the higher priced private schools,
Right.
but some people believe in Catholic education. It is a Catholic education, though. It is education, strict church doctrine. And when
There's a
teachers,
culture to
if
the
you're going to
school.
teach there, this is what you teach. You don't deviate
Right.
from it. That may have been deviated at this particular school, and that explains the whole thing.
All right, so maybe look at better about onboarding then, so everybody knows what the expectations are from the start. That would have
Yeah.
saved a lot.
We don't make that mistake here when we sign our contracts, do we?
Oh, no.
No. We all know what we're signing. We know what we're getting into.
All right, so she is moving to Bishop McVinney, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
And I forgot if she was out of state or not. I believe she came from out of state. So, gosh, welcome to Rhode Island, huh?
Well, it's a reset because they've got an interim
Yeah.
principal over there, and they
Who's
have
staying?
six jobs to fill. And I would assume that when those 6 people are hired, they'll sign the paperwork day one.
Might be at the top of the pile.
Yeah, and not wait for the things get a little
Yeah,
loose.
but it really stinks though for the kids at the beginning of the year and the parents to have to go through all of this, for sure.
Well, listen,
Okay.
the church isn't always the best on communicating things, so
Okay,
they have a history with that.
We already talked about the new high school. What's interesting, I want to mention about Segway. So Segway started as a charter school in Central Falls from teachers from Central Falls. These are the new renderings. Oh, one of our attorneys, Gene, this was his building in Pawtucket. It's that Flatiron building. As you go into Providence, they bought that building and there's parking across the street. This is now an extension of Segway. It's going to be a high school. However, you can only go to the high school if you have an intention of going into the field of education. So it's this idea of if you're going to do a charter school,
Yep.
there's a niche to it now. And we desperately need more teachers, administrators, educators, social workers within the educational setting.
Yep.
So this school is focused on that.
Well, that's it. That's not an unheard of concept. In New York
Right.
City, they are famous for the high school for science, the high
New
school
here, though.
for performing arts. It's new to us. High
Yes.
school dedicated to cultivating future teachers. Now, Segway is well known. That's the one Viola Davis has given money to. I think her
Correct.
sister even taught there. You correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe she's at the high school.
She at the high school, but this is it's in CF, right?
Yep.
I've
Yep.
been there. They have a line to get in. You just can't get in there. There's a waiting list. And this is very ambitious. They're going to go into the high schools now. That's very ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I work a lot with them on the side when I'm not in news. So it's interesting to watch this evolution for sure. And as we speak, they're doing a shovel ceremony right now because, as you can imagine, construction costs have gone through the roof and they need to remodel that building. So that's what's going to happen over there. And that's the same school, the same umbrella culture, if you will, that's running that food pantry that I was telling you about too. So they do a lot of community outreach work. And Viola Davis's foundation, the foundation she started with her husband. So she went to school with the founder of Segway. They're very close friends.
I've met him. What is his name? He's the principal.
Angelo Garcia, Mr. Garcia.
I toured it. I did take a tour of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she put in, I believe, $1 million already and wants to work with other women-owned businesses. She wants to work with affordable housing, education. She has pillars that they're setting up, and the school's kind of the home base for that to work with the larger city and surrounding areas. So, so that's interesting. So good luck to them today on their groundbreaking, if you will, or shovel ceremony. Okay, I have not had either one of these pizzas.
All the time you go back and forth from
I
here
know.
to New York and New Jersey. You never stopped at Pepe's in New Haven?
I know that's strange, but I have not. And I love pizza.
I've been there several times, and I have to say Pepe's Pizza in New Haven lives up to the hype.
The clam
It
pizza
is
in particular.
the clam pizza. It is as good as they say it is. Now, it's
Okay.
on Worcester Street in New Haven, and it's on Worcester Street in New Haven, and right down the street is Sally's Pizza.
Have you
And
tried that?
I've had that too. I prefer
Okay.
Pepe's.
Oh, okay.
Sally's is very good. I just prefer Pepe's. Now, both of them have been there, I don't know, 100 years or so, and they both have the brick ovens, and the ovens are soaked with the oil and spices and pizza pizza dough for 100 years. Okay. So when you go there, it tastes very, very good, particularly Pepe's. I like Pepe's. Now they have branched out. We have Pepe's on Route 2 in Warwick, and Sally's is coming to Garden City,
Where
Antonio's Pizzeria used to be,
be.
which is that's a great move.
It's a great move.
Just change the menu and the
Already
sign.
have the branding in place.
Yeah.
I love their retro signage. I mean, all of it seems so great. And they're two different types of pizzas, right? Fair to say.
Well, they're
One's thinner.
they're both kind of similar. They're both thinner. I just prefer the taste of one over the other. Now, here's the thing, Allison. Pepe's and Sally's in New Haven doesn't taste the same as Pepe's and Sally's in Rhode Island because the oven's not 100 years old.
Not the same, right? Is it the same recipe?
It's very good. Yeah. Oh, the Pepe's on Route 2 in Warwick is very good, but it can't. How's it going to taste like New Haven? It's a 100-year-old oven. It's not. It's not. It's very good. It's just not. And by the way, our pizza guys can hold their own too here.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about calls and texts today? It lit it up. We got pizza wars.
Yeah. What kept coming up is fantastic.
Well, Timmy's and Tommy's and Ruffino's.
Oh, gosh, I've been there forever. Okay.
Ruffino's and Hope.
Yeah.
And Victoria's, I think, in Westerly came up. And just at least 100 or 200 came up. There's pizza wars. So. And
Temmie went to Dan Paquette, our assistant news director, sent Temmie Topadalea all the way to New Haven to test this out.
That was good. Now, so there was one person from New York there. Correct me if I'm wrong. He said, "Oh, I'm sure it'll taste the same in Rhode Island." No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. It's going to be good. Because they're very good.
It's going to take time.
It's not good. It's not a 100-year-old oven soaked with the pizza of 100 years. It's just not. Dan, if you want to roll that, go ahead. This is Temmie's story.
Sally's is a bit more light and tasteful than a Pepe's or another rival like Modern's.
Come to New Haven, come to Sally's.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
So would you say it's better than the Frank Pepe's?
Yes, absolutely. The tomato sauce is way more robust. But if you're trying to clam pie, go to Pepe.
You can't say one's better than the other unless you've had both. But now that Sally's is there, you have no excuse to say that Pepe's is the best without going and trying Sally's first. So try Sally's.
Okay, this is great PR as you're moving into town.
Yeah, we were talking about on the radio. We're talking about it here. But you go yourself, Alison. It's right off the highway. By the way, don't worry about getting lost in New Haven. It is right off the highway. And when you leave, the highway ramp is right there. Just go.
I was born in New Haven, so I got to go back. Yeah.
Where, Yale, New Haven?
Yale New Haven Hospital.
That's where Alexandra, my oldest, was born. Yale New Haven Hospital.
Really? Okay.
When I worked for Channel 8. Now, before we leave the story, there was a third place in New Haven that locals swear by, Modern.
Okay, that was in that soundbite. So what's the deal with that?
Well, it's just it's one. It's not a chain. It's not this. It's one. It's on the other end of town. I've been there too. I did not prefer it over Pepe's or Sally's, but some people in New Haven will tell you Modern has the best, and they call it Apizza there, which is like a kind of an Italian American derivation.
Yeah,
Apizza. So it's Pepe's Apizza and Sally's Apizza and Modern Apizza.
I
would rank them.
Hungry right now.
Yeah, I would rank them Pepe's, Sally's, Modern.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, can I tell you one thing? Yeah. When I lived in New Haven, when I worked for Channel 8 down there for about 3 years, I don't remember. This is before I came to Channel 10 in the late 80s.
100 years ago.
I lived in New Haven. I never went to any of them.
Oh, yeah. It's always what's right there, right?
Yeah, because there was a pizzeria down the corner. He was very good. There's pizzerias all over the place. So these famous pizzerias, it's like a thing. Sometimes New Haven people, they don't go there. They go to their neighborhood spot.
When I was living in New York City, Upper West Side, when I was in grad school, did you ever hear of Cornet Pizza?
That sounds familiar.
It was jumbo slices,
jumbo,
very salty, thin, but soggy at the same time, like $2 a slice. Not the best pizza in New York City, but I loved it and I got hooked on it. So whenever I'm in the city, I drag my husband there and he's like, we can do better, but I love it. So
what
Cornet,
about
I love it.
This one, John's. I think it's originally John's from Bleecker Street. And
I lived right next to that. Yes,
it's so famous that guy. There's a bunch of Johns.
Yeah,
like there's like on every street corner now there's a John's, and they're all playing off that guy's fame and reputation. So I'll have to ask my girls where they go. for their
I have to
pizza.
tell you, when I was in Italy, we had some pizza, but the pizza's just as good here.
Where did you
Especially
have
if
it?
you're getting it from Pasquale's, right?
Yeah.
In Naples, I loved Naples so much.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the Amalfi Coast and everything, but Naples was busy and dirty and packed and
Yeah.
chaotic. And you can get a pizza and a bottle of wine there for like $12.
I wonder if you went to the same place I did. It's supposed to be the most famous pizzeria in Naples. It was very,
I
very
doubt it.
good. And you're right about Naples. A lot of people say don't go to Naples. It's
Oh,
not that great.
amazing.
I found it to be fascinating. It is grittier than Rome.
I love it.
It is different. There may be some unsafe spots, but you're not going there anyway. The tourist zones were very inviting and very nice, and the food was great. And you're right about Pasquale. He's down in Wakefield, right?
Oh, he's the real deal. He grew up in Naples. He sent me to the so when I went, he sent me to the restaurant, which was outside of downtown, if you will.
Yeah.
To one of his teachers, who was also on Stanley Tucci's show. And he couldn't have been nicer. I'm totally blanking on his name right this second. I will send you a picture of him. It was good.
Yeah. I'm gonna text the guy who took me there because it was very good. It was a famous pizzeria, and they take it serious over there. They're
Sort of like Pizza College.
They call themselves pizzaiolas.
Mhm.
It's not just somebody making it on the side as a part-time job. These are professional pizza makers who take it very seriously. And Pasquale, I believe, I think he's a certified pizzaiola.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I want to know why there's no like fast food pizza places. You go through a drive-through for like a taco, a burger. You can't drive through and get a piece of pizza anywhere.
Yeah, you're
Why,
right.
it's messy, it's greasy.
There is no drive-through.
I think that's a good business plan.
There you go. Well,
You say that, Allison. There's a pizza shop out on the Cape that does have a drive-through.
It does?
They moved in. Yes, it's called. What's the name of it? It used to be Mike's, and now it's something different. But they moved into a building that had a drive-through, and you can actually drive.
Doesn't that just leave you drive through?
Pick up a slice, right?
Yeah.
That would be a very bad habit. But
Now, okay, just for Naples for a second. Now, they don't pick it up in their hands and fold it like we do, right? I don't know how you eat pizza, but I always take a slice, kind of fold it, and make a triangle. In Naples, they eat it with a knife and fork.
well, it's soggy.
Yeah,
It's wet in Naples. So
interesting.
which not a lot of people love and a lot of people don't. It's just different. I love it. It's like soupy. It's so good.
Now so New Haven says it's New Haven style. It's
I don't know what that means.
It's regular style. It's just very good. Then
Yeah.
there's New York style, Chicago style, right?
Then there's
Deep
Sicilian.
dish, Sicilian.
Yeah.
This is
I'll
endless.
take it all, Gene.
Then you have California,
Yep.
California style where they put everything on it.
I love a pizza too with the cornmeal on the bottom. That's so good too.
Yeah. Well,
That's great.
I'll try.
Yeah, we have a lot of places.
I'll try Sally's when it comes. Absolutely.
I'll go with you. It's
Yeah.
right in Garden City. We'll go.
Yeah.
Dan, you want to go? Is he there?
Yeah, he'll take the company credit card. We'll make
Will
a
you-
story.
will you
out.
Absolutely, yes. We can go to Sally's
Make it a news
once they
story?
come to town. Yes.
I'll bring Terranova. Okay.
Well, we should do a story with him. We'll get him to do the tasting. Tell us all
He is
about
the
it.
real deal. He
that'll be
knows a
good.
little bit about everything, doesn't he?
He does.
I love the chef. Yeah, he's great. All right. Well, that's all coming soon.
Wait, I want to talk about Suzanne Summers. We teased.
Oh,
her
I
at the
forgot.
top.
Yes. This is creepy, in my opinion.
This was the talker of the day. That is Suzanne Summers' husband.
Quite the headline too.
He has survived her. He is living. That is a hologram of Suzanne, his wife, next to him. She passed away a few years ago. By the way, this is so funny. I was out in Palm Springs, California about a month ago.
Let me guess. You saw the grave.
I went to the cemetery to see Frank Sinatra. Sinatra's in the same cemetery with her and Sonny Bono, who used to be the mayor of Palm Springs. So
Remind me never to go on vacation with you.
I'll send you the picture of her grave site. It already has him. He's ready. It's got like his name and his birth date, just waiting for the death date. Some people do that, and it's got Suzanne Summers. I think it says Together Forever, but I'll check my pictures. Anyway, he has approved a clone, a hologram of his late wife, and they took all of the books she's written. She had more than 20 books. And she's given speeches, and there's a lot of material that Suzanne, in their own words, has said or written down. They fed it all into an AI-generated computer. They made a life-size hologram, and it speaks. And if you ask it a question, it speaks as if Suzanne is speaking to you. And he says it's a dead ringer. not to be macabre, but he says it is exactly like having my wife come back, which raises the issue. Would you want your spouse to come back?
This is very unnatural.
Yeah. I mean, now, Alison, this is day one. Can you imagine how good this is going to be in 5 to 10 years?
Try 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Diane wants me to come back.
It's too much.
I think we've had a good run. I think she'll say, I'll remember you the way
already probably
I
going
left
to
you.
predict what we would think or say, when we're gone as well. Oh, it's really creepy. I'm not into this.
This is fascinating.
I am not into this.
That you could bring somebody back, particularly, someone who's been in the public eye, has a lot of their thinking and writing and voice in the public record. You put it all into the computer and it generates a clone, a hologram, and you ask it a question and it answers you.
And he's okay with this? Like, did he commission this, if you will?
He
He's participating.
He was involved in it, and he's very supportive of it.
I wonder how it would work during like grief counseling or something like that. Maybe there's some sort of therapeutic use that could be positive. I don't know.
No.
This is a crazy time to be living through, isn't it?
That was the talker today.
Wow. And how did most people on the radio feel?
Well, some people said I wouldn't want to come back. I don't think I want, I don't want my husband to bring me back or something like that. Others said, yes. Tom, my producer, thought it would be great for older people, maybe suffering for dementia. You could bring back their part. It might jog their memory. I'm inclined not to come back. I don't think.
One and done, Gene.
Although let me see the clone first. Can you imagine? You could bring back different versions. Let me bring back first date.
Right.
Bring back when I got married. Bring back somebody in my 30s. Imagine this. This is all
bring me back
doable.
Only at my best.
Absolutely going to happen. And I'm telling you, you said 6 months. I mean, the thing is incredible. So
it really is incredible. I'm still trying to learn how to truly use chat and everything in a way outside of just like general searches, because the way in which you plug things into it will dictate what you get out of it. So I'm still learning all of that. But listen. We all have big workloads. If it can cut down certain repetitive tasks, I'm all in. I'm all about being effective and efficient. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. But this is where it gets really tricky, where it crosses the lines of personalities and does it create delusions and what's real and what's not. You saw some of the news anchors that they've been generating. This came after the actress.
Well, I mean, after doing it with Suzanne Summers' house, how long until they do it with news anchors?
Right.
And you know what? Fine. Pay me. I'll be in Florida. Send the check here. You can have. You want me in my 30s, 40s? Do you want a season, Gene? What do you want? Go ahead. It's yours.
That's fake news.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally. There's no human element in that.
Deciding
orally what is right and wrong and credible. That's really creepy. Well, it's not going away though. This topic is not going away, so it's interesting to pay attention to each and every day. So we will. On that note, it is 10:41. The rain stopped where I am. What about you?
It has stopped. The sun is out. The leaves are turning. It looks really nice in East Greenwich. But the rain was heavy this morning, but it's all cleared out. And I'm looking up through the skylight. The trees are blowing in the wind, and the leaves are yellow and dappled with a little bit of red and orange. So it's very beautiful out.
Yeah, it's
very
nice.
beautiful.
I have no wind up here in Pawtucket, but that's okay. All right.
Okay.
So what do we like to say? Ciao for now.
Yep.
All
See
right.
you soon.
We'll see you on Monday. All right. Bye, Gene.
Bye.
Bye, Dan.